Okay, stop whatever you are doing right now. I need to ask you something. How long have you been trying to learn English? 6 months? 1 year? Maybe even longer? And yet, when someone speaks to you in English, something happens, doesn't it? Your heart beats faster. Your mind goes blank. The words just disappear. I know that feeling. A lot of people do. But here is what nobody tells you. It is not your fault. You were just never taught the right way. Today, that changes. Stay with me, because what I am about to share with you, these 10 tips, completely change the way thousands of people learn English. And they will change yours, too. But before we dive in, welcome to StoryFire English. This is the place where we do things a little differently. No grammar lectures, no boring textbooks, no complicated rules. Just real stories, real conversations, real English. The way people actually speak it every single day. If nobody has told you this before, let me be the first. You can learn English. You will speak it confidently. And it starts right here, right now. Let's go. So here is what we are doing today. I'm going to give you 10 tips, powerful ones, that real English learners around the world use every single day. But here is the thing that makes this different. After every single tip, I'm going to tell you a real story. A story about a real person. Someone just like you, who used that exact tip and transformed their English. Because tips alone, they are easy to forget. But a story stays with you. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1. And this one, I want you to really hear. Listen to English every single day. Now, I know what you are thinking. I already do that. I study. I practice. But here is the difference. Most people study English. The best English learners, they live in English. There is a huge difference between those two things. Studying means opening a book for 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon. Living means English on the bus, English while cooking dinner, English before you fall asleep. Every single day. When you do that, something magical happens inside your brain. It stops translating. It starts understanding automatically. Let me show you what I mean. I want to tell you about Sofia. Sofia is from Brazil, and for years, she wanted to speak English. She tried everything. Every Sunday, she would sit down at her desk, open her grammar book, and study for 2 long hours. 2 hours every Sunday. And after months of doing this, do you know what happened? Nothing. She was still lost every time someone spoke English to her. She was frustrated. She was ready to give up. Then one day, a friend gave her one simple piece of advice. Stop studying so much. Start listening more. So Sofia tried something new. Every morning, just 20 minutes, she put in her earphones and listened to an English podcast. Not studying, not taking notes, just listening. On the bus, during lunch, before bed, that is all she did. 2 months later, Sofia is sitting on her sofa watching an English movie. No subtitles. And she understood every single word. She cried that night, not because it was sad, but because she finally realized she had been doing it wrong all along. Daily listening changed everything for Sofia. It will change everything for you too. Tip number 2. This one is uncomfortable. I am going to warn you now. Speak English from day one. I can already hear you. But my English is not good enough. I will embarrass myself. I will wait until I am ready. Can I tell you something honestly? That day, the day when you feel ready enough, it never comes. Not unless you start speaking. Here is the truth that changed my perspective on language learning forever. Your English does not get good before you speak. Your English gets good by speaking. Every conversation, even a broken, messy, imperfect conversation, is building something inside you. Confidence, muscle memory, real fluency. You cannot get that from a textbook. Let me tell you about Ahmed. Ahmed is from Egypt. Smart guy, hardworking, studied English for 3 years. Grammar? Perfect. Vocabulary lists? He had notebooks full of them. But speak English? Never. Every time the opportunity came, he found a reason to avoid it. My accent is too strong. I might say something wrong. They won't understand me. Then one day at work, his American colleague walked up to his desk. Casual, friendly, simple. Hey Ahmed, how was your weekend? Ahmed froze. His heart was pounding. His palms were sweating. But something in him, something brave, pushed the words out. It was really good. I visited my family and we had a great time. Simple, honest, real. His colleague smiled, a big, warm smile, and said, Wow, Ahmed, your English is great. Ahmed went home that evening and could not stop smiling. 3 years of studying, and all it took was one sentence, one moment of courage. From that day, Ahmed spoke English every single chance he got, because he finally understood the only thing standing between him and fluency was fear. Don't let fear steal your English the way it almost stole Ahmed's. Tip number 3. Learn phrases, not just single words. Okay, picture this. You learn the word good, G-O-O-D, good. Good means something positive. Great, you know the word. But now someone says to you, Hey, does this plan sound good to you? And you freeze. Because knowing a word and knowing how to use a word, those are two completely different things. Native speakers don't speak in single words. They speak in phrases, in expressions, in natural combinations. That sounds good to me. Good to see you again. You did such a good job today. Same word, completely different energy, completely different situations. When you learn phrases, you don't just sound like you know English. You sound like you live in English. Let me show you how Daniel did this. Daniel is from Nigeria. He made a decision one day, a small decision, that completely transformed his English. Every single day, just 3 phrases, not 20 words, not 10 grammar rules. 3 phrases. Week 1. How are you holding up? I will take care of it. That makes total sense. Week 2. Could you say that again? I really appreciate it. Let me think about it. Day after day, week after week, he did not just memorize them, he used them. In messages, in meetings, with friends, with strangers. 30 days later, Daniel walks into a meeting at work. His colleagues are speaking English, fast, natural, casual. And Daniel is right there with them, responding, laughing, contributing. After the meeting, one colleague pulled him aside. Daniel, I have to say, your English sounds so natural now. What happened? Daniel just smiled. 3 phrases a day. That is what happened. Tip number 4. Watch English videos with subtitles. Now, before you say, "I already do this," let me tell you the right way to do it. Because most people watch English videos with subtitles in their own language. Big mistake. Here is the method that actually works. Step 1. Watch with English subtitles. Read every word. Connect the sound to the text. Step 2. Watch the same part again. This time, no subtitles, just your ears, just the sound. Step 3. And this is the one most people skip. Pause and repeat the sentences out loud. Say them. Feel them in your mouth. When you do all 3 steps, you are not just watching a video. You are training your listening, your reading, and your speaking, all at the same time. That is 3 lessons in one video. Priya figured this out, and what happened next will surprise you. Priya is from India. Every evening after dinner, while her family watches TV, Priya opens her laptop. One video, just 10 minutes. First time, subtitles on. She reads every word carefully. She connects the sounds to the sentences. Second time, subtitles off. Just her ears, just the English. Third time, she pauses after every sentence and repeats it out loud. Every evening, 10 minutes, that is all. This particular week, she kept coming back to one phrase. "I really appreciate your help today." She loved the way it sounded, warm, genuine, professional. So she practiced it, over and over. The next morning at work, her manager helped her with a difficult project. And Priya, without even thinking, just said it. "I really appreciate your help today." Her manager stopped, looked at her, and smiled. "Priya, your English is really improving." 10 minutes a day. That is all it takes when you do it right. Tip number 5. Think in English. Now this one is fascinating. Let me paint you a picture. You are walking down the street. You see a beautiful sunset. What happens in your mind? For most English learners, the brain goes like this. See the sunset. Think of the word in your language. Translate to English. Then speak. And by the time all of that happens, the moment is gone. The sentence is awkward. The conversation is slow. But what if? What if you could skip that middle step completely? What if your brain could just see sunset, think in English, speak? That is fluency. And it is not magic. It is a habit, a trainable habit. Yuki trained it in the most creative way I have ever heard. Yuki is from Japan. Every morning she walks 15 minutes to work. For most people, that walk is just a walk. For Yuki, it became her English classroom. She made a simple rule for herself. Every morning, for those 15 minutes, everything she sees, she describes in English, inside her head. "The sky is so blue today. I love mornings like this. That little cafe smells like fresh coffee. I might stop there later. This street is so busy. Everyone looks like they are in a hurry." Day after day, step after step. Nobody knew she was doing it. She was not using any app. She was not spending any money. She was just thinking in English. 3 months later, something shifted. Yuki was in a conversation, a real, fast, natural conversation in English. And she realized she was not translating anymore. The words were just coming, naturally, effortlessly, like water. 15 minutes a day, on a walk she was already taking. That is the power of thinking in English. Tip number 6. Make English part of your daily life. I want you to think about something. How many hours a day do you spend with your phone? Honestly, 3 hours? 4? Maybe more? Now, imagine if even half of that time, half, was in English. That is the secret the fastest English learners in the world share. They do not just study English. They live in English. Their phone is in English. Their social media is in English. Their morning news is in English. They have built an English world around themselves. And here is the beautiful thing. You can do this too, starting today, for free, with the phone already in your hand. Fatima did exactly this, and what happened 6 months later left everyone around her speechless. Fatima is from Morocco. She is not rich. She could not afford a language school. She did not have a tutor. What she had was a phone and a decision. She made 4 small changes, just 4. 1. She changed her phone to English. 2. Every morning with her coffee, she read 1 BBC News article. Just 1. Just 5 minutes. 3. She started writing her daily notes in English. 4. She followed English language pages on Instagram. That is it. No expensive courses, no fancy apps, no complicated methods. Just 4 tiny changes that surrounded her with English every single day. 6 months later, Fatima walks into her IELTS examination room. Calm, confident, ready. She scores 7.5 out of 9, a score that opened doors to universities, jobs, opportunities that she could only dream about before. 4 changes, 6 months, 1 life transformed. What 4 changes could you make today? Tip number 7. Learn new words inside sentences. Let me ask you something. How do you currently learn new vocabulary? If your answer is, I write the word, then I write the meaning, I want you to stop doing that. Not because it is wrong, but because your brain deserves better. Here is how memory works. Our brain does not store isolated facts well, but it stores experiences brilliantly. When a word is connected to a feeling, a situation, a story, it sticks. So instead of writing nervous, feeling worried or anxious, write this. I feel nervous before every job interview, but I take a deep breath and I always do my best. Now that word is not just a definition. It is a moment, a feeling, a piece of your life, and you will never forget it. Carlos learned this lesson the hard and then the very rewarding way. Carlos is from Mexico. For months, every single day, he would sit at his desk and write 20 new words. 20 words. Their translations, their meanings, over and over. And then, 1 week later, gone. All of it, gone. It was like pouring water into a basket. No matter how much he put in, nothing stayed. He was exhausted. He was discouraged. He felt like maybe English just was not for him. Then he changed one thing. Just one. Instead of 20 words, he chose 5. But for each word, he wrote a full sentence, a personal one, about his own life. The word exhausted. After working all day and studying English at night, I feel completely exhausted. But I am proud of what I am building. the word grateful. I am so grateful for every small step I take in my English journey. 5 words, 5 sentences, 5 pieces of his own story. 1 month later, Carlos remembered 95% of everything he had learned. 95%. The basket, it turned out, did not have holes. He had just been filling it wrong. Tip number 8. Never be afraid of making mistakes. Okay, I need you to really hear this one, because this is the one thing that holds more English learners back than anything else. Not grammar, not vocabulary, not pronunciation. Fear. Fear of sounding silly. Fear of being judged. Fear of making mistakes in front of other people. And I understand it, I genuinely do. But I want to flip something in your mind right now. What if I told you every mistake you make in English is a free lesson? The most expensive English schools in the world, the ones people pay thousands of dollars to attend, they are just giving you a structured environment to make mistakes in. That is it. And you can get that for free every single day just by being brave enough to speak. Native speakers do not laugh at your mistakes. They respect the courage it takes to try. Ali knows this now, but he had to learn it the hard way. Ali is from Pakistan. One afternoon, sitting alone in a cafe, he noticed something. At the table next to him, an American tourist, sitting alone, scrolling through his phone. Ali's heart started racing. This was his chance, a real English speaker, right there, right now. But his mind started too. What if I say something wrong? What if he laughs at me? What if my accent is too strong? For 10 long minutes, Ali sat there, fighting with himself. And then, something shifted. He stood up, walked over, and with his heart pounding so loud he could hear it, he said, "Excuse me, I want to practice English. Can we talking?" 2 mistakes in 1 sentence. The American looked up, and then he laughed. But not a cruel laugh, a warm, surprised, genuinely delighted laugh. Of course, and hey, just so you know, it is "I want to practice" and "Can we talk?" Ali laughed too, and then they talked for 2 hours. 2 hours of real conversation, real corrections, real connection. Ali told me later, I learned more English in those 2 hours than in 6 months of studying alone. 1 sentence, 2 mistakes, 2 hours of growth. Be like Ali. Be brave. The mistakes are not the obstacle. They are the path. Tip number 9. Be consistent every single day. If I could give you just one tip, just one from this entire video, it would be this one. Not because the others do not matter, they all do. But this one, this is the engine that makes everything else work. Here is a question I want you to think about. Would you rather go to the gym for 6 hours once a month or 30 minutes every single day? You already know the answer. Your brain, when it comes to language, works exactly the same way. It does not want one massive session. It wants small, regular, consistent input. Every day you show up, even for just 20 minutes, you are laying one more brick. Every day you skip, the mortar between those bricks gets a little softer. Show up every day, even if it is just 20 minutes. Your future fluent self will thank you. James and Maria learned this in very different ways. Two friends, same city, same goal. Both decided on the same day to learn English. James had a plan. Every Sunday, 5 hours. Textbooks, grammar, exercises. 5 solid hours. He felt good about it. Maria had a different plan. Every day, 30 minutes. That is it. 30 minutes. Consistent, daily, non-negotiable. 6 months later, the two friends met for coffee. James talked about how hard English was, how he still could not follow conversations, how he was thinking of giving up. Maria ordered her coffee in English, chatted with the barista, made a joke, laughed. James stared at her. "How did you do that?" Maria smiled. 30 minutes, every day. I never missed one. Here is the thing nobody tells you about consistency. It is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It does not feel like progress while you are doing it. But 6 months later, you look back and you cannot believe how far you have come. Show up every day, even when you do not feel like it. Especially then. Emma is from Indonesia. She had tried everything. Grammar books. She understood the rules but could not speak. Vocabulary lists. She memorized hundreds of words and forgot them all within weeks. Translation apps. She was fluent in translating, not in speaking. 3 years of trying. 3 years of failing. One evening, frustrated and exhausted, she was about to close her laptop and give up English forever. And then she stumbled onto something. A YouTube channel that taught English through stories. Real stories, real characters, real life. She watched one video, just one, and something felt different. She was not studying. She was listening. She was feeling. She was living inside the story. She watched another one, then another. Every single day, one story. She listened carefully. She read along with the words. She repeated the dialogues out loud. 6 months later, Emma is sitting in a job interview, in English. The interviewer asks her about her experience, her strengths, her goals. And Emma, the same Emma who was about to give up 3 years ago, answers. Clearly, confidently, in perfect, natural, flowing English. She got the job. A job that changed her life. A job she could never have imagined before. All because one evening, instead of giving up, she watched one story. Stories did not just teach Emma English. They gave her a completely new life. And that is exactly why StoryFire English exists. For you. For Emma. For every person who has tried and failed, and is brave enough to try one more time. Every story we share here is a door, and all you have to do is walk through it. All right, let us bring it all together. 10 tips, 10 stories, 1 mission to ignite your English. Number 1, listen every single day. Number 2, speak from day 1. Number 3, learn phrases, not just words. Number 4, watch with subtitles the right way. Number 5, think in English. Number 6, make English your daily life. Number 7, learn words inside sentences. Number 8, Never fear mistakes. Number 9. Be consistent every single day. And number 10, the most powerful of all, learn through stories. You do not need to do all 10 today. Just pick one, the one that spoke to you, the one that felt true. Start there. And then, one by one, build from there. Small steps, every day. That is how fluency happens. Not in a classroom, in life. Before you go, I have one small request. If something in this video touched you, if one of these stories made you feel something, if you are sitting there right now thinking, yes, that is me, I am ready, then show me. Hit that like button. It takes 1 second, and it helps us reach more learners around the world who need to hear this. Subscribe to StoryFire English, because every single week we are going to bring you a new story, a new lesson, a new step forward. And in the comments, right now, I want you to write just one thing. Write, I am ready to ignite my English. That is it. Write it. Mean it. Because I read every single comment, every one. And I will be there, cheering you on. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you for being here today, for not giving up, for choosing to try one more time. That takes courage, and I see it in you. Remember, every story you watch on this channel is one step closer to the English speaker you are becoming. Keep showing up. Keep listening. Keep speaking. Keep your English fire burning every single day. I will see you in the next story. This is StoryFire English, where every story ignites your English. Goodbye for now, and never, ever stop learning.